Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Heroes of a Storm. In today's video, after all this time, we are going to be playing as Chen, who is a character that I personally consider to be one of the worst characters in this game. That's not to say that he's completely unviable, but I'm saying as a warrior, there's just so many other characters that do what he does, but they do it much better. Like, if you're talking about big, bulky warriors that can take a ton of damage and just really be a solid front line for your team, why would you pick a Chen over somebody like Muradin, right? Or somebody like Johanna? If you're talking about somebody that can peel for your teammates, why would you pick somebody like Chen over a Nubarak, for example? Or when it comes to damage dealing, somebody like Arthas or Sonya or even Leoric or even going over to Rexar here, there are so many good warriors in this game, and Chen just really doesn't appear to be one of them. And I think that's kind of a universal opinion because when you look at the high end of the game, rarely do you see Chen being utilized really all that much. Occasionally here and there maybe, but usually not all that much. And then in the middle tier, like we're talking like, you know, your gold and your silver ranked players, how often do you see Chen there? And then at the super basic level, when you're talking like quick match and stuff like that, which is basically where I consider myself to be, you don't see Chen either. You never see him played, and when you do see him played, it never really turns out that well, right? So here in today's video, we're going to be playing as Chen, where we talk about the pros and cons of Chen, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna have some decent matches. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into the gameplay.
I bring pandemonium.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading to the battlefield of eternity, and I must say, this is actually the best team composition I've had so far today. I've actually played 2 games going into this, and man, they did not go very well whatsoever. I was playing as Chen in both of them, and we got blown out in both games. We didn't even make it to level 20 to get all of our talents. Like, they were really, really bad matches, which is why they're not featured here in this video. But here we have myself tanking as Chen. We also have a Nubarak, and I do personally think that Chen is best paired with another tank, so it's good we have 2 tanks here. We have a Lucio along with a Rainer and a Gul'dan as range DPS. That's a pretty good team composition. But on the other side, we have Johanna and Dahaka as their tanks, and they also have a Stukov, a Nova, and a Nazeebo. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm definitely excited to see how things are going to play out here. But yeah, man, Chen is a character that I've been trying to get into the swing of things with, alright? But man, it's difficult. He's pretty tough to play, but he's also, in my opinion, it's not so much that he's hard to play as much as it is he just isn't good at a lot of different things. But I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. I have faith in this team right here. So for the first talent here, you can take any of them, honestly. I tend to avoid these quests, though. Other quests are good. These quests just aren't nearly as good as the Lucent Brawler talent, in my opinion. So Lucent Brawler, what it is its ability we can use every 25 seconds, which makes us basically immune to all auto attacks for 2 seconds, and our basic abilities, like our Q, our E, and our W, will reduce the cooldown of it. So the more we use our abilities, the more we have that, which is pretty cool. So let's go over some of Chen's basic abilities. Number 1 is going to be our trait. We use this all the time. Basically, you sit there and drink your brew, and drinking that brew is going to give you a shield as well as give you back your energy, which they call brew, but for the sake of it, let's go ahead and call it energy here in this video. So as you can see, that's how I get my energy back. It also gives you a small shield the more you drink it. Our Q, as you guys just saw, allows you to dive forward towards the target, and you actually land on the other side of them, which is actually pretty good because that basically allows you to cut people off or peel for your team, wherever it is you're trying to do, right? So that's pretty cool. Our W is going to be called Keg Smash. We basically throw out some beer. Basically, he's a brewmaster at the end of the day. You throw out some brew, and that covers them in brew, essentially, and then that slows them for a couple of seconds, and if you use your E, your Breath of Fire, if you use that on somebody who already has brew on them, it does a little bit more damage over time, which is kind of nice. So here, let's go ahead and dive on the Nazeebo. As you guys can see, I'm able to get behind him there, and that gave us the opportunity we needed to be able to pick him off. He wasn't ready for the Chen Meister. He wasn't ready. As you can see right there, we also slowed her down a little bit by using our W on her, and then a little bit more damage with our E. How much more is it? It's 104 damage by default, and then, oh, it does double damage over 3 seconds, essentially, if you actually are able to light them on fire after they've been covered in brew. So there's kind of this neat little gameplay loop that you have here of giving yourself shields. Why did that Johanna come back? Why did that Johanna come back? I'm about to put an LOL in chat for that for my teammates there, because we all think that's funny. Why did she come back? But there's a very fun gameplay loop, in my opinion, of spending your brew, getting your brew back, getting your shields back and everything, being able to jump over, you know, as you can see, we land on the other side of people like that. It's a pretty fun gameplay loop, but in my opinion, if you're the only tank on your team, it's pretty rough. Because Chen is not a big, solid main tank like you see. Diablo, in my opinion, can be a solid main tank. Definitely Muradin, definitely Johanna, and characters like that. So here, we're going to try and get inside this skirmish right here, maybe. Oh, no! I'm just going to take talent. It's going to be Keg Toss. I'll be talking about it here in a second. Ah! Alright, well, now we have to punish her somehow, right? Alright, let's get a little bit more energy back. Alright, keep on going. Oh, get on the other side of her. We're basically working towards my quest. I'm gonna let her go. Yeah. I mean, she's going to just kite me into her teammates. But the talent we took here is going to be called Keg Toss. It's a quest where basically you have to hit 20 enemy heroes with your W, with your Keg Smash, right? And once you do that, it's going to give you an extra charge of your Keg Smash and also increase its range, not its damage, but its range by 125%, which makes it a lot easier to use. If you look at the range on the W right here, it's not very far. Yeah, we're going to come defend. I'm coming. It's not very far. We can now objective them, but you know what? Let's just do it this way. Come on back here. So yeah, having the increased range makes it a lot easier to use. I'm going to try and get in the way of her so we can do more damage. Jump in front. Fire. Oh, I didn't actually get my E off there. Ran out of brew. Let's just drink, get our shield up. Keep in mind, the shield only persists for 2 seconds. Yeah, you see how the shield went away? The shield's only there for 2 seconds after you're done drinking. So that's kind of rough. Yeah, come and try and kill me, buddy. Come try and kill Chen. All right, let's just... Are we going to dive in? Are we going to do some damage? Are we going to go fight? What are we doing here, team? I'm going to sit here and auto-attack until we decide, pretty much. Get a little bit of our energy back. All right, we're going to go fight. Yeah, let's go fight. Let's go fight. We basically have to fight here at this point, although I am low on health, and this Nova is being very annoying. And let's just dive on her. My teammates aren't really here to help back me up, so I'm going to try and go over this way. We're going to drink. As you can see, when you get caught out like that, you can't defend yourself really as Chen. There's not really anything you can do defensively, which is why I say he's kind of a tough warrior. It almost feels like... how would you describe Chen? He's like the assassin that doesn't do damage, but instead of being able to do damage, he just lives longer, if that makes any sense. Like, in terms of survivability, he does not feel like a normal tank. I mean, right there, it was a bad situation because I was basically caught out by everybody, and my team was, for some reason, completely against the idea of trying to defend whatsoever. I guess we'll be heading back down this way. I wanted to go help up there, but I guess we're going back down this way. Yeah, when they don't actually push up, and you're yourself standing there, you're like, I'm completely helpless here. Like, your team needs to play around Chen better than other tanks. Otherwise, Chen can really get picked off. Just go ahead. Yep. All right, you're going to heal him up. That's fine. At least we pushed them back. Now we can actually finish off the big boss. And we're definitely going to be able to get the big boss down before the tower goes down. So that's not going to be too bad. There we go. Here for new talents, I like Boulder Flavor personally. It's going to basically make it so whenever we use our trait, we instantly get access to our shield, which is nice. And Stukov, if you guys can slow him. Oh... I was going to say, if you guys can slow him, we're going to be able to get in there pretty easily. Let's go body block for my boy. There we go. But yeah, it's going to basically give you that shield right away. And it's also going to make it so our shields persist for 1 second longer after we're done drinking. So that's going to be an extra, basically 33% more. It's only 2 seconds by default. And now it's 3 seconds, which is pretty nice. So I tend to prefer that talent. It makes Chen a bit bulkier and have more sustain than normal. He's going to go for the stun. That's fine. And let's just go ahead and drop that there. We're going to try and complete our quest as fast as we can to get the increased range and the extra charge of our Keg Smash. So having characters like Johanna on the other team are kind of nice. Hey, Stukov, I'm going to get on the other side and try to annoy him a bit. Right here, we're basically just all annoying each other. We're not actually going to be doing much in the way of real noticeable damage, I wouldn't think. But, I mean, I'm working on my quest right now, so it works. I can just stand here drinking my brew, and they're not going to do much about it. Go ahead and hit him. We're already up to 17. Now... Alright, let's try and get away with that Nova. We're going to use our trait. There we go. I'm actually going to wait. There we go. And there's our quest done. So now we have 2 charges. And see how much bigger that range is? It's actually wonderful. It's so much easier to use this ability, in my opinion, with the increased range. It makes Chen feel a lot better as a character. I would not be surprised, honestly, if they were to build that into his base kit eventually. Because I feel like I have to have it just to make him feel as good as a normal character. Which I know is kind of odd, but that's honestly how I feel about Chen. But right now, we're going to have to keep on fighting here in this lane for a bit. We have a level advantage. Not a giant one, but we do have a level advantage. All right, yeah, let's see if we can get on the other end of Stukov here. Try to annoy him. Here's actually fine because we can just use our talent that we took earlier, a Lucent Brawler. And keep in mind, towers like that, they do what is called basic attacks, just like auto attack heroes like Rainer. So if you have things that can avoid basic attacks, you can soak up damage from towers without taking any damage. So that's pretty nice. So let's get a little bit of a shield here. And Dahaka, how's it going, buddy? Oh, the knockback that Rainer gave Dahaka there actually saved his life. I was going to be on the other end of Dahaka and make it so he couldn't actually do anything, but he knocked him back. So Dahaka lives, and RIP the dream. We're going to keep on annoying the Zebo here. He can't really do much to me. I can bully him back pretty much. Dahaka, who should have killed earlier. Wait for it. We have the increased range. The silence, I got chain CC'd there. Not really a whole lot I could do. Not really a whole lot I could do. There we go. We finally got down their healer, but we ended up losing Rainer. So far, they're winning this fight. Backing it up, getting underneath our tower. There we go. We're going to be taking Wandering Keg here as our ultimate. Wandering Keg basically turns us into a giant keg. Can you tell he's a brewmaster, by the way? Very themed abilities. And you basically knock people. You become unstoppable. You can't be slowed, stunned, or anything like that. For 5 seconds? Yeah, 5 seconds. You move 60% faster, and you knock people back a bunch. So I'm going to be diving in on that in the Zebo, by the way. I wish our team would focus more on him as compared to the big tanky Johanna. There we go. Lots of damage, and hello to you, sir! The mobility you have with Chen's pretty nice, but he does lack a decent escape, for sure. You guys want to attack over defend? Are you sure? I mean, I'm not really much of a damage dealer, but I'll do what I can. We're just going to try and catch up to them in damage. I mean, they did lose the Haka. Yeah, this is not a time for you to be retreating, buddy. This is a time for you to be over here doing damage. I'm going to stand right here and just soak this, because backing up, I was already too far in anyway. Woo! We actually barely won that fight. My gosh, we beat them by 1,000 damage. Which way is it going? Top or bottom? Going bottom? All right. Let's head on down, push. Yeah, he's going to solo lane. Okay, I was going to say, let's all push with it. But if he wants a solo lane to try and get the tower down, that's fine. Especially because it usually pulls people away from defending against the Immortal. And here, we're going to be getting ourselves a little bit of a shield. And if we can actually lower these guys a little bit before we get into the big fight, that'd be awesome. Hey, the Haka. How's it going, buddy? Have some fire. All right, let's just get some of these down while we can. Well, big arm for Chen. I don't think he was aiming for me. If he was, I'm going to laugh a little bit, because why would you aim for Chen in really any situation? And we're going to go unstoppable and do some knocking back. Although, not really good use there. And, I want to get on the other end for so bad right now, but we're not going to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and just try and soak him. All right, he's going to go for the pullback on me. And I got my shield. We're going to back up this way, try and get next to the rest of my team here. I'll be able to get my shield back here in a second. Here we go. Time to drink. Definitely time to drink. Okay. You guys retreat. I'm trying to peel for you. We're going to avoid with the... Oh, I tried to avoid the basic attacks, but the ability damage from the Zebo ended up getting me. Well, a lot of good that solo lane up top was able to do. We got one tower down. Without actually getting the full tower itself. But we didn't really lose anything, and they lost their bottom. So technically, we're winning here. They're going for the bruiser or no? Yeah, I mean, just focus down on the Zebo. The Zebo is constantly out of position, I'm noticing. But people are focusing so much damage on their Johanna that it's not really... We're not really capitalizing on that all that much. I'm going to, you know what, instead of diving right now, we're just going to do what damage we can, clear this lane so badly, because you have the mobility as Chen to just dive like this, you know, so badly I just want to. And their Nova's right there. I revealed her, but it doesn't really matter. Sometimes you have to realize that when you're playing as Chen, you don't really have much survivability besides standing still and drinking brew like this. And when you do that, it's not going to help out as much. And we're actually going to be taking this Withering Flames, which is going to make it so whenever I set heroes on fire with our E, it's going to reduce our spell power by 30%, which should help reduce the damage they're doing in these bigger team fights. How do you guys keep getting, like, kited back so far with her? I mean, just stop chasing her. It's Johanna. She can't die. I might have to, like, literally type that in chat here soon so people stop trying to take her out. And the Haka, my boy. And the Zebo, all right, now the Haka, I would love to knock him back Yep, here we go. Get on the other end of him. Oh, no, guys, you weren't supposed to let him through. Why did you let him through? All he had to do was stand there, and he couldn't do anything. But they, like, sidestepped him, and he just walked right past him. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Cool, Dan, you need to heal. Yeah, or get in a better position where they're not just going to come down and murder you immediately, because that Nova is certainly going to be coming for him. But we're getting the Immortal halfway down here to start. I'll take that. All right, let's drink up a little bit, and I would love so much to be able to dive on him. We're going to slow and burn him. He's going to big arm me. There we go. All right, yeah, if we just start fighting the objective right now, we'll be okay. And here's a pro tip if you play a melee character. If you attack with a melee, first thing he's going to do is that big AoE damage around him to attack the melee attackers. So just be ready to move out pretty much immediately every time you do that. All right, I've had enough of this Stukov here. I love how everyone is stopping attacking on the main thing. All right, Stukov, my boy. All right, we're going to have to go Wandering Keg here, I think, and just knock everybody back. Keep you guys away from your Dahaka. All right. That apparently doesn't work because Anubrak's just not going to leave. I don't know why he didn't leave, but he didn't leave. I'm going to try and sidestep his Q here. He's going to be trying to Q me here any second. Oh, and we're going to take the instant shield. There we go. And use our Q to dive up here, which may not have been the best idea because he may start attacking me. And here comes Nova. And we're just going to drink our brew. Oh my gosh, I had Nova plus the freaking Stukov. They all go back to get me. And it doesn't really seem to matter because everyone died. I kite them all away from the objective so well. So well. Doesn't matter. Yeah, why would you have Ranger go to the objective instead of defending? I mean, all this is going to do is make it so that their Immortal has a smaller shield. Ranger wasn't going to win the objective push. You should have maybe at least tried to get a kill or something like that. But yeah, getting the Bruiser Camp right now would be a pretty good idea. I'd say overall, Chen as a character is fun. I do like his playstyle, I will say that. But as you can see, he's pretty squished when it comes to being a tank. And also, when it comes to carry potential, which if you're playing in like with an organized group, you know, you're in voice comms or whatever, you're playing ranked or what have you, that's not really that big of an issue. But when you're playing, we're just going to go for the knockbacks here right away. I'm just going to freaking keep them back as much as I can for right now. When it comes to like unorganized play, as you tend to see in quick match and stuff like that, it's really hard to carry as a Chen. The carry potential isn't quite there as much as it is with characters like a Diablo or maybe like a Rexar or something like that. Like right there, like if your teammates aren't playing smart around you, there's not much you can do. You kind of just stand there going, well, I'm a tank, hit me, please. Or even as a Johanna, I feel like. When you're playing as a Johanna, we're going to be taking enough to share here, which is going to make it so whenever I use my keg, it's going to give a small shield to the people around me. If your teammates don't play well, you just kind of sit there doing nothing pretty much the entire game. At least I've noticed. This is a close match, I will say. Like, all is not lost by any stretch of the imagination. But the first two matches I played today where the teams were they weren't very close. Each game had like a party of 4 on the other team, whereas my team was mostly randoms, and they were just playing characters that never played before, whatever that they were doing, and it just got to the point where it was very difficult to be able to win those matches because you're Chen, and what do you do as Chen? You know, it's not like when you're playing a character like Rexar, you can at least like split push and stuff like that. You can do lots of wave clear. You know, you have the ability of your bear. You know, when you're Diablo, you can displace people a lot with your stuns and everything. Not so much here, Chen. You kind of just dive on in and start drinking your brew. You get your shield and you say, please attack me because otherwise I'm kind of useless. All right, now here they're going for this, and we're going to Unstoppable. We're going to knock these guys back best we can. All right, and let's go ahead and drink. Now that should be a pick. Yeah, I was going to say that should be a pick. Now let's dive on him. Let's slow him down. I can't. That was a perfect freaking. Oh, that was annoyingly perfect on his part. By Stukov silencing us right there. Because I wasn't able to properly get the damage off on the Haka that I wanted to. And Johanna, let's get on the other end of her. And we might actually be able to. Nope, I'm stunned here. See what I'm saying? I can sit here and drink my brew. But that's all I've got in terms of defensives right there. I'm basically like, okay, I'm going to sit here and drink my brew. I'm going to get shields every couple of seconds. Up to a maximum amount, of course. So you can't have too many shields. Temporary shields per second, up to a maximum of a shield of 1,000. And that stops when you start moving and stuff like that. So you can drink, get your shields, and try to move real quick, but you can't really do that. You're really reliant on your team to kind of help you out right there. You have really no form of an escape. You only really have a way to initiate a fight with your flying kick, right? You can kick through a target enemy and fly right to them, which is cool, but you have really no way of getting out, like a lot of other tanks have. Or displacing people or anything like that. You can slow them, you can set them on fire and everything, make them do less damage even, but it gets real rough when people are surrounding you and they actually do decide to focus you. But so far, our team's doing a really good job of staying alive. So we might actually be able to get this objective. If we just focus this down here, I would personally like to see us get one pick before starting to defend. Oh, there we go. Or starting to attack, rather, not defend. I mixed up my words there. I apologize. Oh, speaking of out of position, hello, sir. If we do not kill him, if we do not kill this man, and stop silencing me for the love of God. You see what I'm saying? Like, how did that, which we were, like, so perfectly, like, in a position to murder all of them, somehow they messed us up there. And we're just going to keep on knocking her around here. Lucio, yeah, I'm just knocking her away from my team. I'm not worried about killing her, Lucio. Neither should you. Okay, now we should be. All right, she's an idiot for staying that long. Yeah, there's no way she should have stayed that long. That was just silly. That Johanna's getting a little too big for her britches, I've been noticing. When she came at us earlier for no reason underneath that tower, that was kind of silly. And that right there, also pretty silly. Yeah, one of our actual damage dealers needs to go back and clear that stuff up. Now here, I don't even know what talent to take, to be perfectly honest, because in the first game today, we've actually made it to rank 20. But I think we're going to be taking this, which is going to be making it so our basic abilities, so basically all of them, are going to heal us for a little bit, which is pretty nice. Chen or Rainer Chen needs to defend. Chen needs to defend. I just want everyone to soak that in for a second, that was actually something that was written in a chat, unironically. And there we go. A little bit of damage there. Where do you think you're going, buddy? You're coming back with us. All right, so we got that down. Very nice. Now, let's avoid the Johanna best we can. That's obviously the fake Noah, but that's the real Nazebo. So let's go ahead and get some damage up on the Nazebo. Perfect. I'm going to sit here and just drink now. And that Johanna's going to be annoying, but I'm not too worried about her, honestly. There we go. We end up trading, but the Nova's going to be able to kite. Nova's going to be able to kite us down into other towers. We're going to avoid that. We can probably get the... Can we get the core here? Yeah. All right. Do we actually win a game as Chen? Is this a thing that actually happened? We actually won a game as Chen. And I was third in damage. Well, wait, I guess it's because he was pushing the whole game. I was there thinking, like, how did I out-damage the Dan? What? But end up working, I suppose. Oh, my gosh. But like I said, that's the third game I've played so far today, and the first two were complete blowouts. I'm not against whatsoever, by the way. I am not against posting up videos of me losing or playing poorly or what have you, but most of the time I try to avoid the ones where it's a complete and utter blowout, which just is not fun whatsoever. Like, not even getting to rank 20, teammates all just, like, very clearly, like, are as bad with their characters as I am with Chen, and it just doesn't end up working out. You know, those games I try to avoid posting. But losing matches, I mean, I'm fine posting those. I mean, especially if it's a close game, because some of the best games you have are, like, those really close ones. Even if you lose at the end, you can look at it as a learning experience and have you can take something away from it, right? But some of those other games, really not so much, so... I'm considering here playing one more game as Chen. I think that we will. I'm trying to think what I should do differently, maybe in terms of talents, but I basically found the talents I like. I like freshest ingredients, but the problem is, when it comes to those regen globe quests, It's rough. If you don't complete your quests, it sucks. But this is kind of nice because you get more health regeneration. And once you get 30 globes, 50% of your shield from your fortifying brew stays with you indefinitely after drinking. So you sit there, you drink your brew, you get your shield, and then half of that shield stays with you as you go into like your next fight and stuff like that. But Lucent Brawler, it just seems to be so good. Being able to pick and choose when to avoid all basic attacks for 2 seconds, and also having your basic abilities reduce this cooldown by 2 seconds every time use them. I mean, right away, you can reduce it by 6 seconds if you dive in with your Q, throw down your W, and then light them on fire with your E, right? Right there, you know, you've already reduced it by 6 seconds, and that seems to be the way to go. So, I think we'll play one more match. I'm kind of hoping, honestly, we get to a match where I can be a solo tank, and we can really see how things will go that way, but I suppose we'll have to see how it plays out. Alright, well, so much for the idea of me being the solo tank, because we have an Imperious on our team. Who would have thought? This is why quick match matchmaking is so bad. When you finally start queuing as a warrior or as a support or whatever, then suddenly you start having extra warriors and extra supports on your team, whereas there's, I'm sure, plenty of other people out there. That was the fastest loading match I think I've ever had. Then you have all these other games out there where it's like 5 assassins versus 5 assassins, and they're all sitting there thinking like, I wish we had a warrior. You know, and meanwhile, we have 2 on our team. But the opposing team only has 1. They only have Dibbles there. But they do have a party of 4, which is pretty scary. And they also look to be Smurfs. So this could be one of those matches where we get completely and utterly blown out. But of course, we're going to have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think here, man? I mean, you got Phoenix there. Abathur doesn't basic attack. Nova definitely does. I think we can try taking freshest ingredients here. We're going to try it. We're going to give the old good luck, have fun. We're going to try it. We're going to try to roam for regen globes here in the early game. Best that we can, but because once you get past the early game and you don't have enough of your globes, it's very easy to basically get in a really bad spot. Genji's going to be able to dive right out of there. Yeah, I'm not too worried about him. You basically find yourself in a hole, essentially, and that sucks. So I'm going to try to avoid that best I can. And see what I'm talking about? You have no escape whatsoever. Only thing I could do right there when it comes to that Diablo was dive to the other side of him. But even by that point, I was going to basically be dead. So I need to do a better job of not getting that close to Diablo, especially when he's that close to his tower. That was just kind of silly. So between the healing Abathur and the Ana, they are going to have a lot of sustain on their Diablo. But once Diablo goes down, and after he... Oh, a little bit of a freeze right there for some reason. Once he loses all of his, what are they called? Are they called Black Souls? Once he loses all those, it's going to be pretty bad for him. But I'm going to be going up, I'm going to go up top to split push, I guess, because nobody else is. I guess the old Chen's going to be going up there, which, to be honest, I mean, I joke about it, but he has some decent wave clear. I mean, as you can see, if you actually can get down your keg in time, which I always mess that up, you throw down your keg, you set them on fire, you basically light up an entire row. It can do some pretty decent damage, but obviously it's not ideal damage. But the idea here is get our regen globe, get these guys down a little bit, then I'm going to head back down and help in the middle lane a little bit. There we go. And our guys should be able to handle those from here on out. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not, actually. What the heck? We're going to weaken these guys up quite a bit. Having those locusts up here really does make things rough. Looks like we have a bit of a fight bottom, but we're going to be split pushing here for a while, it would appear. All right, so let's get this regen globe, I suppose. Get some of that health regen. Get this up. There we go. And let's focus down the one that is actually being controlled. Oh, you're trying to walk him away. Oh, no. I see you, friend. All right, down you go. I'm going to leave the locust and everything there for right now. We should probably get a sippy before we head down. We're going to take a sippy, make our way over. We obviously can get all of our brew back whenever we want, as soon as we get down there, once it's time for the actual fight. But we just lost our thrall for a second, so that's a bit concerning.
The first seed is sprouted. Gather it, would you? I would so hate for you to...
I'm trying to get this. There we go. And now we're going to be taking Keg Toss again here, which I think should be pretty easy to complete, honestly. Let's get ourselves a shield as well as some full brew. And I'm going to try and dive on the other end of this. There we go. Blocking the old Dibbles here. Dibbles having a hard time getting away. And, oh, there we go. The silences and the damage. My gosh, look how much damage was able to be bursted on me right there. And just like that, I'm already out of the fight. Just like that, I'm like pretty much done. I have to hearth back. All that was for naught. Now I have to come on back. Thrall is going down because he got slowed. Imperius wasn't able to body block, not because Imperius was in the right position, just because it was kind of bad timing for everybody. Whew. The damage. And, oh, I was hoping that maybe we'd be able to catch somebody right there. Hi there, Dibbles. I'm just going to go ahead and set your guys on fire real quick. Hope you don't mind. Now I'm going to back up so you don't throw me into a tower. I tend to avoid that the best I can, if I can. And more fire. Hey, thank you for that, Diablo. Let me go grab that globe. All right, you have a good day, sir. All right. So far, we only have 7 of our 30. I'm not super happy with our the speed at which we're getting these globes. Don't grab that globe yet. Don't you grab it. All right, now grab it. There we go. Let's get ourselves our brew back, and let's get ourselves into a fight. All right. Oh, Anna. Got her slowed. We have her on fire. We're dealing damage, and now we're body blocking. This should be the end of her. If she gets away from this, so help me. No, you're not getting away. All right, and Diablo, allow me to get in your way and annoy you. Oh, he just throws me away. All right, down goes Diablo. I don't think he's at 100 of his black souls yet, or black stones. I forget which one they're called. It's one of those two. So he didn't really lose anything there, but... Oh, I forgot. Those count as regen globes when we actually get those objectives, huh? So grabbing like camps and stuff like that's a pretty good way of getting these. And get... all right. You guys don't want it. I was gonna dive on the other side of him, get between them, body block him up real nice. Oh, Thrall wants it. I agree. I'm gonna get over here, right here in the dead center. I'm gonna drink my brew, get my shield slash. I'm calling it energy. Calling it brew just makes it is confusing. Everything in freaking Chen's kit is called brew something. There we go. That counts towards the quest. Now let's go and grab this lane. Oh no, we missed out on that globe there. That's okay. Can we get this globe right here? We're at 12 so far, so we're just over 1/3 of the way through. So not too bad. All right, so we got new talents here. We're going to go for Boulder Flavor to get my big shield right away and also allow my shield to persist after. And now we have our shield. Let's dive on in. And let's just start drinking. Oh, they didn't like the sustain that I had there. All right, and now if they're all fighting, I'm going to go ahead and just try and snake this. The Nova or somebody's probably going to hit me, I'm sure. We're going to keep on trying here. Diablo Fire. All right, we're going to keep on trying. All right, Diablo's coming in for more. And I'm going to dodge the other side of him. There we go, and down he goes. Now, here's the problem, though. We need some body blocks. All right, let's get a little bit of a shield. Can we win this fight? Actually, perhaps. The only problem is I have no healing right now. Yeah, we're gonna lose. I'm gonna die here, but we're gonna bully it for a bit. That was a conscious decision to give these guys time to come back and contest the objective. But Genji went in pretty much immediately and took a ton of damage. He's gonna have to dive out now. Yeah, and all right, they still got it. Okay, it happens. They're barely ahead in terms of levels. We're doing a decent job on our Keg Toss quest. I mean, that's a super easy quest to complete most of the time. Oh, if I can actually get there for the Merc Camp, that'd be great. But then we're gonna need somebody to go defend top. Yeah, that's going to be a problem here soon for sure. We're not getting the Merc Camp. We're going back down here to fight. We're going to go down to try to fight their Diablo underneath his tower. This is why we're not getting the camp. We instead of getting the camp, we're going to be down here fighting a Diablo. I mean, I can stand here and bully him for you. I'm not going to be able to do a ton. Yeah, I mean, he's a Diablo with a freaking Abathur hat. Oh, if he comes back and... Okay, that was kind of dumb for him. I was hoping I was going to be able to get over there, but he ended up retreating just in time. He realized it was kind of a bad idea. Now that Anna's down here, we definitely can't do much. And they just took our siege camp, which is pushing top here. We got to fight less here, team. We got to focus more on... we should have grabbed that camp, man. There's no reason why we shouldn't have grabbed that camp. They're like, okay, what if instead of grabbing the Bruiser camp to give us a little bit of an advantage of map presence and everything else, what if we go and dive this Diablo with full health underneath his tower while he has an Abathur hat on? Huh? What if we were to do that? Oh, there we go. We got the objective and everything, but I keep getting random stutters on this map, which is interesting. This hasn't happened before. I wonder what's causing that. Oh, the Lord of Terror. Look at him go. He's terrifying, isn't he? Just going to try and help and do what damage I can. Let's get some brew up here. And hello, Anna. I wish I could have dove on the other side of her right there, but I'll take it. Just, let's not stand in that. Might actually be able to get this middle tower down here down while the others... Whoop, hello, Nova. We got some damage off on her, but just looks like she's going to be able to live. I'll body block for you, buddy. Come on. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. I feel like I'm scoring... Here we're going to be taking Storm Earth and Fire, which is a talent that I'm really bad with, but I figure for completion's sake here in this video, I should take it. The Storm Earth and Fire is an ability you can use, which is going to break you up into 3 different characters, basically, as you guys can see. Your Q is going to make it so your guys move faster. Your W allows you to jump forward, essentially. They have your guys jump forward. And then your E makes them do like faster auto attack damage, I believe, if I recall correctly. Something to that effect. And if all 3 of your guys die, then obviously you die as well. And how does it work? They all tab 75% of my maximum health with the unique ability. Yeah, so it's kind of like, there's an ability similar to that for Windwalker monks in Warcraft. And I feel as though I never get good value out of it, but that was actually pretty good value in my opinion. Yeah, if we can actually get this right now, that'd be very good. So let's just set our boy here on fire. Let's drink a little bit. Yeah, getting these, not only does it give me glow, so we're taking objectives on their side, which is obviously very good. Just as like a beginner tip for this game, if you could take the objectives from their side of the map, that's good, because it's harder to be on their half of the map and take stuff from them, you know? All right. I see. No more of that. Back to fight. Back to fight. Hi there, Diablo. Unstoppable, are you? Oh, no. Woo! I'm down because my whole team abandoned me. Why didn't you guys come up to help? They were all right there. And there's a big gap right here. They could have just walked up to help me, but they didn't. So we killed Diablo, but I ended up dying in the process as well. But the thing is, it's better that we killed off Diablo. Is there a way to track how many? Oh, yeah, right here. We can actually track. They're called Black Soul Stones. So I guess I was wrong the whole way. He only has 21 of them right now. So basically with Diablo, whenever you kill a minion or an enemy hero and stuff like that, he gains these souls. And they give him more and more maximum health, right? So the more he has, the better it is. But once he gets to 100 of those Black Soul Stones, when he dies, he basically can respawn instantly, but he loses all of his Black Soul Stones. So therefore, he has a lot less max health than what he had normally, and as a result, he's a lot squishier. So if you can keep on killing Diablo without letting him get all of his souls back, it's actually pretty hard for him to keep on going. He loses a lot of his potential as a... Oh, we're going to have to go Storm Earth and Fire here. There we go. We're going to have my guys move back this way. Go here, we're going to attack the Dibbles. There we go. That was the fake Dibbles, so it kind of sucked that we weren't able to do much there. And now we have to get out of the way. Yeah, see, I either have really good value or really bad value whenever I use that, it appears. We're going to go for the increased slow on our Keg Smash, since we're going to be tossing around so many of them already anyway. We should just concede that, yeah, that objective is pretty much going to be gone anyway. Yeah, yeah. It's not like, it wasn't, you know, live or die if we got that objective, honestly, so it was fine. We're going to be increasing our slow here. I should, see, right there was a bad play on my part. I should have done more to have my energy for that fight going into it, because I dove in without being able to really do anything. But we keep on killing their Diablo, which is really good. And you guys want to get a little bit closer, I am more than happy to dive on up. All right, not bad. We have Thrall, Split, Push, and Top. Very good. So let's go ahead and defend this and grab this. If we could do both of those things, that would be fantastic. And we have 19 out of our 20 globes. I mean, this is why I don't like the globe challenges. I feel like there's so many team fights, stuff like that are always going on, that it just isn't worth it to try and, like, hunt down globes and stuff like that the whole game. Like, it's hard to do. And I hate that I as Chen am the one down here freaking clearing that camp from destroying our tower. Will you guys stop attacking me for a second, please? I need to get to the objective. I'm low on brew right now, but that's okay. That's okay. We can drink right when we get up there. All right, we're going to drink, then we're going to dive, I think. And here we go. And let's go ahead and do this. And focus down, focus down. We're focusing, believe it or not, we're focusing down to Diablo, because why not at this point, honestly? Kill the fake Diablo so he doesn't kill our team. There we go. And now I'm going to try and grab this objective right now. We should be able to get it. I mean, they might as well give it up to us. It's only 1 of 3 for us, so it's not a big deal that they don't get this one. All right. They only lost 1 person, really, so I feel like, yeah, we should probably just get on out. Now, if we could grab a camp, I would be very happy if we could just start grabbing the bruiser camp here. You know? Just camps in general are a good thing. It's a good way to play the game. It keeps up the map presence. We got that bomb tower that's almost down. You know, you just grab this camp here. And believe me, Chen is not exactly the guy to be grabbing camps. By himself, anyway. Alright. I need to focus on mage in the back more than I am. So we're going to have this camp pushing the bottom tower while we're fighting for this objective, which is going to be nice. It's going to be very nice. Let's just go up here for the fight. Let's go up here for the fight. If we can get a pick right now, that'd be huge. Oh, Dibbles! Hello, sir! Hello, Diablo! The poor guy is just always, like, diving in, and his team is, like, not helping him. It might be a bad play on his part. I can't... It's hard to tell exactly what's happening on their team, like, at all times, but... That's, from the outside looking at it, it seems like he's always, like, ready to go in, but his team's, like, always, like, really far back, and they're afraid to go in and help. And as a result, we're kind of, like, taking the objectives pretty easily. Here for this one, we're going to be taking another round here to increase the radius of Keg Smash by 50%. Now, what's the secondary effect? After hitting an enemy hero with Keg Smash, the cooldown of your next basic ability will be reduced by 3 seconds. Ooh. So, using Keg Smash and then our E would be pretty good, actually, all things considered. It has to be on the hero, though, yeah? Yeah, enemy hero. So if we can actually hit an enemy hero with our W and then light him up on fire with our E, which is part of our core gameplay loop, obviously, our E is going to be reduced by 3 seconds. The cooldown is going to be reduced by 3 seconds, which is pretty good, right? Seems like a pretty good way to go about things. Next objective is up here. We're both at 2 of 3. Yeah, I like this idea of grabbing this. Ooh, that's greedy. I like it. I should have gone over to him, so I can actually get credit for that. Nope, now we're going to have to back it up. You know what? I don't know why I thought that'd be a good idea. We obviously weren't going to have time to do it. I missed out on the globes. I'm not going to be able to complete this freaking... See, we're already 15 minutes into the game. I still haven't completed the quest. I mean, I have more health regeneration, which is fine, I guess, but... It's rough. It's just rough. Looks like they're not going to be pushing forward at all right now. I thought they'd come a little bit earlier. I guess we're just going to wait in the old bushes of doom. And here comes Diablo, thinking to himself, well, convenient how nobody's here. And let's just go ahead and just dive deep on their team. Push them all back, essentially. Increase movement speed for our boys. Have them dive forward. More damage, more damage, more damage, more stuff. Not really. All right. Now we have to back it up. Please, Thrall, get the objective. Please, Thrall, get the objective. Please, Thrall, get the objective. Ah! Woo! That's what we in the business call a close one. We're going to grab that regen globe, and we're basically going to head on down bottom here. And we're going to follow that terror the whole way through, pretty much, and hopefully try to get bottom down. If we get bottom down to even things out, that'd be very nice. That'd be very, very, very nice. I'm going to, yeah, fight you guys right now. Let's get our brew back. Keep forgetting to drink more. Grab that. We need only 2 more now. So basically 2 of these little minion waves, I'm ready to go. Which we're definitely going to see 2 more of them at least. We're going to see one right about here. Yep. All right, drink up. I need to drink a lot more, though, for sure. I'm messing that up a lot. If I could... If there's one main thing to improve, which is obviously a lot to improve when it comes to my Chen play, drinking more in general is something I need to work on. Well, Diablo and Nova are right there. Oh, no. Whatever you do, don't do that. And there's our freshest ingredients quest. So now, 50% of the big shield I'm going to be grabbing right here is going to be staying indefinitely. And Dibbles. Excuse me, sir. I'm just going to keep on... Oh my gosh. Whew. Maybe if somebody were to help with the body blocks, I could have lived, but nope. We still didn't get that freaking bottom tower down. They only have one of our towers down in its bottom, and for some reason, we can't get theirs down to compensate. So therefore, their minion waves are going to have that catapult at the very end of it, which is going to give them the advantage. All right, Imperius gets thrown. I don't know much about Imperius. I haven't played as him since he came out. I don't know. He looks like Tyrael 2.0 to me. So, like, from a character design perspective, he doesn't seem that interesting. Therefore, I like haven't really even tried playing him. I couldn't even tell you what his abilities are. I mean, Thrall with the split push right now. They're eventually gonna have to go back and try and stop him. Yeah. Diablo's still here. Phoenix is still here. Ana's still here. I mean, Nova might be going back, but that's pretty much all. Yeah, we gotta get rid of this thing. These guys are gonna be doing a number on us here. We definitely need to defend next objective as well, because if they get it, then they get their terrors. So far, we've had 2 terrors, and they haven't had any. Uh-oh. There's a pick to be had here, boys. Hello, Ana. And we're going to Storm, Earth, and Fire. And the reason why is because Storm, Earth, and Fire, we can dive and fast attacks, boys. Come on. Come on. Oh, my gosh. How is she still alive? There. Now let's go ahead and... Oh, Diablo, let me get on the other side of you. That's I would say, my favorite part about Chen is the fact that his Q sends you through your target. Therefore, you land on the other side of them, which is so good when people are trying to escape. You just dive ahead of them. You're a big freaking panda. You body block them. That's my favorite part about Chen. For sure, man. For sure. Yeah, we definitely need to all take this. And, empower their abilities. I'm actually going to read this because I don't know this talent. Our Q gives us the Spirit's Unstoppable. The cooldown of our W is reduced by 3 seconds. And then, ooh, they gain a bunch of fire speed. I think we're going to go Elemental Conduit? Yeah, Conduit here. I don't have any freaking brew. Oh my gosh. How do I keep messing that up? It's okay. Go ahead and just clear this late wave pretty much. Diablo, I am not afraid of you. In fact, you should be afraid of me, buddy. You should be afraid of the Chen man right now. And let me get on the other side of you. Oh, dude, the knockback from his... That's twice in this gameplay session where we could have got an easy pick, but somebody used the knockback effect as I was about to jump in front of them and the body block them, and it freaking ended up saving their lives. The life of the person that I'm trying to kill, that is. That's rough. That's okay, though, because we're doing... Ooh. Hello, sir! That was a bit of a whooping that he just took. Let's drink. Because I always forget to do that. Diablo, are you back for some revenge? Well, allow me to body block and get right in your way. Right between you and your teammates as I drink my brew. And now we're going to Storm, Earth, and Fire. Which basically made me invulnerable right there for a second, now that I think about it, which is funny. And keep on diving. Let's go for... That's fake Nova. So dive on the real Nova. There we go. All right, I'm out of here, but... Is that the fake one again? Nope, that was the real one. She was just walking around like she was a fake one, pretty much. Well, this is kind of a blowout victory, huh? Things are going pretty well here with this team. I don't know. See, let's drink this whole thing up. That's like a max shield that we can get. Now, after a couple of seconds, the shield's going to go back down. So now I have a pretty decent shield just like built into me, which is kind of nice. Yeah, we definitely need to defend that. Let's clear this lane right here just to help out with that. I mean, Ana's sniping, but doesn't really do much damage or anything like that. It's more annoying than anything. So we're going to clear that. We get this objective, and we should, in theory, just straight up win. By being able to push with this new set of Garden Terrors. I would imagine, right? I don't see how we would lose with our Garden Terrors up. I mean, at the very worst for us, they will lose all of their keeps before maybe stopping us, before we take down their base. I always mess up the names of these different places. So to me, these things are towers. These are keeps to me. But this is also a keep. So I guess maybe these are technically forts and these are towers. I guess they're all forts and these things here are towers. They all have a phrase, and then I keep messing them up all the time. I've always done that, though. It's one of those things like, who remembers? Most of you guys are Call of Duty fans, right? A lot of you guys follow my main channel anyway. How many of you back in World at War called the Gewehr the Gooer? How many? If not all of you. Or how many people called martyrdom martyrdom? Right? You just kind of like learn the name of something and then you just kind of like call it that forever pretty much, even if it's wrong. Oh, I'm Nova. Watch that. I just keep dropping my little scary ult on you. But just drink up, get some energy / shields. Alright. Now there's Anna. Ooh, well, hello there. Looks like old Abby's giving up. Oh my gosh, I'm actually going to die. I'm actually going to die. Unless I can get closer to this. No, I can't. I can't. I got straight up body block there. I was hoping to be able to get him there, but I couldn't do enough damage. It doesn't matter, though. We've easily got the win here. Again, that's, the Q's great, but it's not an escape, right? You have no escape, essentially, when you're Chen. And so I got into a situation like that. I'm like, my only way out is to use my Q on enemy minion, but there's no enemy minions near me except the ones down here, and I couldn't reach them. They're too far away. There might be a talent, actually. Oh my gosh. By the way, I said worst case scenario, they'd lose all their keeps before stopping us. They lost 2 of them with 1 still living. That slows enemies. No. Increases damage and removes the brew cost. I mean, that's cool. While shields are active, of course. That's all kind of neat, but I don't think there's anything that's going to increase the range of it. Nope, there it is. There is a talent to increase the range by 15%. Maybe I should start taking that, but this is nice, man. Increasing the radius of your Keg Smash, especially when you have 2 of them, it's pretty helpful most of the time, right? Definitely a fan of that. All right, so now we can potentially grab the Bruiser camp. I want to call it the Brew camp. Everything involving freaking Chen. I got Brew on the mind now. But right now, just being here for the teams can be better. So let's just go ahead and drink up. Get a little bit of a shield. Remember that 50% of the shield that I got persists even after I'm done. All right, Dibbles. Someone's getting a little bit too big for their apocalypse. Oh, you're going to come over and stun me, are you? I'm going to set you on fire. And now I'm going to... Oh, I wanted to body block, but he took the little dash talent that he has. Which is good. That's a really good talent to take. Basically, it gives him the effect of a blink, essentially. I want to push up here. We as a team need to make our way around here. All right, Dibbles. Now, right near, I took a big risk, really relying on my team to actually make a play, but nobody did anything. You see that? You can, like... It was only over the course of a couple of seconds, but it felt like an eternity as the actual player. Diving forward into all of them, cutting off Diablo, with my whole team being right here. I'm like, all right, time to make a play. And they all just stood there. And it's like, I promise that his flamethrower ability is not that scary. He can damage right through it. How many soul stones does he have right now? He has... Oh, he just died. No, he's alive right now. Or did he come back to life? Either way, he wouldn't have been that... It wouldn't have been that hard to really get rid of him. But, I mean, in the end, we ended up winning the team fight. I wonder if maybe it would have been better for me just that... I don't know. Maybe when I watched the video back, in hindsight, it would have been better for me not to have dove in there. But you have to remember, too, as a warrior, a lot of the time, that the team kind of relies on you to initiate the fight. And if you sit back, your whole team sits back, and then, you know, that can be what determines a winning team fight versus a losing team fight, right? If you don't go in, you play too passively, and then you let them basically take the initiative on you, and you know they get a pick or 2 off on you guys, then you're screwed, right? So it's one of those things that just comes with time when playing as a warrior. I'm obviously still getting there, but it seems like a good idea for me in any way to dive in there. But then again, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. We should be able to get this down here now between the camps and us all being here. All right, diving on in. I thought I'd literally dive all the way through the entire keep, by the way. That gives you some increased range on the freaking... on your kick. That's pretty hilarious. There you go. Imperious! Look at that damage. We actually all did a lot of team fight damage there. Very nice in general. They're Nova. I guess the Nova was damaging the other people, because she wasn't really, it didn't seem like she was damaging me really all that much. My goodness, look how much damage their Nova was able to do there. That's actually absurd. That is actually freaking absurd. Always give it to your healers, boys. Always give it to the healers. But there you have it, guys. Chen. Made him look better. I didn't make him look better, but the games that we had here made him look better than I would say he normally is. He definitely struggles a lot more when you have him as the main tank with no other tanks with you. That could definitely make things a bit more difficult. And like all characters, he's viable, but still, I think at the end of the day, if you compare him to like every other tank in the game, pretty much, I mean, I'd probably play Chen over D.Va, but that's because I personally don't like D.Va that much as a character. Like, even in this game, she's okay in Overwatch. Not so much here in this game, which is why I don't have her that high of a level, really. But if I'm talking like main tank, off tank, really anything, if you had me in a ranked match right now, I would play, let's not count Cho, because that involves a Gall. I think I would play pretty much every other tank ahead of Chen. But yeah, as you saw, I mean, he's perfectly viable. And he can be fun, too. He has some unique abilities that only he can do, and it's fun that way. But just looking at all the other tanks in the game, if of course you build variant into a tank, it just seems like the rest of them are just so much more tankier or have other benefits aside from they can dash through people and body block, because that's kind of like, in my opinion, like that's the big advantage, I would say, to Chen as compared to some of the other tanks. He can do that body block. His W slows people, but like all the other tanks slow. His E does damage over time. I mean, that's kind of good, right? But aside from that, it's like, what is Chen's niche? What does Chen do that the other tanks maybe can't also do, or maybe even potentially do better? You know, you have to think about that when you're picking a character. But obviously, when you're doing quick match and stuff, it doesn't really matter. Pick who you want, play who you want, have some fun. That's what the game's all about. But I think that's one of the big reasons why, even though Chen is one of the oldest characters in the game, he continues to be one of the most underplayed and one of the most underrepresented. I don't think it necessarily has that much to do with the whole fact that he's a panda or the monk or anything like that, because I think people have gotten over the idea of like Mr. Pandaria being a meme expansion, or people hating pandas coming to WoW, because I mean, Chen was back in the original Warcraft games, back in the RTSs and stuff like that. Like Brewmasters and stuff like that were always a part of the Warcraft lore. And obviously, there was some pushback when the Pandarian were added to World of Warcraft. But these days, a lot of people play Monk. A lot of people play Panda. I mean, maybe not as much as like Orc or Human or whatever, but there's a decent amount of people that represent the Panda race, of course, in WoW. So I don't think it's that. I think people tend just not to pick Chen because he's difficult to play, and there's not really a big reward for mastering that difficult playstyle, as compared to just playing somebody like, in my opinion, what does the game rank him as? Medium? In my opinion, Mal'Ganis is very easy to play. Very easy. Murden's very easy. I'd say Johanna's also very easy. Anub'arak medium, I'd say that's kind of fair. Garrosh medium, that's pretty fair. Leoric, I would say, is actually on the harder side, believe it or not. I would say to play him properly, Leoric is a little bit on the harder side. Arthas, I think, is a lot easier to play than somebody like Chen. Sonya, definitely. I would say Stitches is much harder to play than Chen, at least play properly. ETC is hard to go wrong with him, honestly. He's pretty easy. Definitely easier than Chen. Who's harder than Chen? I guess is a bit. I guess is a better look at things. Who's harder to play than Chen? Like to play well. And of course, it's going to change on a person by person basis. But having me just look at it, keep in mind these are two tanks I don't even own. I'm not sure. Like the difficulty in play, like to play properly and not die all the time and just play smart. Like he might be the hardest tank to play in the game, at least to play effectively. Every other tank seems to be a lot easier to play. Yeah, I don't know. So I'd love to hear what you guys think down there in the comments. But there you have it, guys. Chen, the Brewmaster, he's fun. Don't get it twisted. If you want to play as him and you like to play style, he's viable. You can definitely play as him. But I wanted to go over here in this video a lot of the reasons why he's been kind of a meme character for so long here in this game, and why maybe people pick characters like Diablo or Rexar or any other tank here much more than you see a Chen. Like how often do you see Chen, for crying out loud? He's very, very underrepresented. I mean, we can just go and check out random people, random profiles here, and then just look at who they play, And I guarantee, like, Chen is, like, towards the bottom for most of them. This guy, he's played what looks to be maybe one game as Chen. Okay, that's rookie. Let's go to Beer here. Mind you, these are random people just in the general chat, essentially. Do we have Chen here? You mastered a lot of characters. I'm not seeing Chen as one of them. Let's keep on scrolling. Chen at level 6. Not bad. Right down there kind of towards the bottom, but, you know, not very well played. Let's go dudes here. Completely different person. Level 400 or so. And no Chen. No Chen. Where is the Chen man? And there he is, Chen right there, pretty much down there towards bottom, level 3. Again, you can go to pretty much any player, and I would like to find somebody, a level 1000 player. This guy plays the game a ton, has all these people super high levels, right? Where's Chen? Where's Chen in all this? I'm not even going to bother looking through the guys that he's mastered. I'm just going to start, scroll down here towards the bottom. There's Chen. You go to literally any person, like, I'm sure there's going to be some person out there, like maybe one person ever. I'm going to try scrolling up super far, maybe. Do I look at him? I'm not sure if we did. I don't think we looked at this guy. Did we? I might be wrong here. All the names are so similar, but yeah, Chen's down here at level 2. Nobody plays Chen, is basically the what I'm getting at here. And that's what I want to talk about here in today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop me a rating. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.